Hello, it is iYikKam time again. Today we're going to go deeper into the 6133 or 6 column, 13 states and 3 system key. Okay? Now, before I proceed, I would like to address this issue. I think this is very important. With the 6133, we're going to get high tech, okay? But as any technology, we need to have the humanity side, okay? If we don't have that, we are only going to endanger ourselves and others with high tech. For example, if we have nuclear technology, we need to know how to handle ourselves. If we don't, then we know what kinds of fatal damage we can do. Okay? So, okay. The 6133 is about educations. It is not about any lineage or any style. It is about education, and it is about what it needs in order for us to learn the martial art or qigong or internal art of the ancient China and progress further into the future. We need a roadmap, a platform and education, a basic science to doing that. That is what 6133 is about. Okay? Now, taking our friend the iPhone again, you see how amazing it is that it's just about years ago we are using this type of stuff. Okay? But today you see the data communications, the complexity of the communications, the sophistications. We can have video, audio, whole bunch of stuff in a split of second, where just decades ago we are using this kind of stuff. Okay? So if you look at the communication, there has to be protocol and structure. The data structure and protocol. Okay? And it is getting sophisticated and sophisticated for every generations of the technology. You get from the audio, videos, all kinds of things, and it's going to go more and more sophisticated, okay? More and more advanced. Now, if we do not know about the protocol or the data structure, how can we do this? How can we develop the technology? We simply can, right? So the 6133 is like those type of education. You need to know the protocol and the data structure in order just to be able to communicate or to develop the modern, okay? And also, because we know the data structure and communication, we know what makes sense and what don't make sense. For example, if this is the 1800 Red Boat Wing Chun, we know by looking at the protocol and the data structure, it is not this. Okay? And if somebody having some kinds of designs or anything, and they say, oh, it is belong to this era of technology, you can check into the protocol and data structure and you see, is it likely or is not likely. Okay? So again, the 6133 is about that. Okay? Now, then you say, well, okay, this is fine. So how will this apply in the daily life of martial arts or Wing Chun in particular? Well, let me make an example for you. Okay? We all heard about rule number 1, not chasing hand. Do not chasing hand. Rule number 2, focus to the center line. Okay? Now, if you tell me, do not chasing hand, I really don't know what it is. What it is, you tell me what not, but you do not tell me what is. Okay? And if you can look out there, everybody have their interpretations of the not chasing hand and the center line. Now, if we look at it with today's educations, it's very simple. We just say one thing. You observe the momentum, okay? And you want to deal with momentum. That is the first priority, okay? So, another example, if I say not chasing hand, and then focus the center line. If your opponent is Pee-wee, okay, that's one way to do it. There's one different way of doing it. If your opponent is Mike Tyson, are you going to do the same thing? Okay? Now, if you are trained in understand and master the observations of momentum, you look at the momentum, you know what you can handle, you know what you cannot handle, and you know what you need to handle. Okay? So it is like not don't chase in hand, okay? But you look at the momentum, you observe the momentum, and you know what to handle and what not to handle, and can you handle it or not, and how to do it. Okay? And if this Mike Tyson, probably the judgment will say, go run, okay? Because you cannot handle the momentum, okay? It's not like just, oh, don't chasing hand and go for center line. You cannot do it. Okay, that's momentum. Now, if you say that, okay, he's not Mike Tyson, I know his momentum, I observe his momentum, I know his momentum. It is only then you know, okay, what techniques you're going to get in to enter, okay? What kind of footwork you have to go in with it, because there's momentum. Okay, there's a part of momentum. And then, also because of this momentum, you know what type of force you're going to use. Say for example, the other day we talked about this type of force, and we talk about this kind of jing or force flow. They are different. So it adapts to different momentum, okay? And how to handle the momentum. Now, look at it back. Is this momentum thing new that we invented today? No. If you look at the protocol of 1840s and pre that, you know Chinese martial art talk about shi, momentum, in today's works. Okay? We are just using today's Newton's physics to clearly describe what it is, instead of saying, don't chase hand, go for center line. No, which is, what does it mean? Okay, am I going to do the same with Pee-wee, or going to do the same with Mike Tyson? What does it tell me? No, can I execute that or not? We don't know. So we use momentum, you use forceful. That's why in the 6 core element, there's the 2 core element which is needed in the martial arts, and we can today using physics to clarify what it is exactly. Okay, and sometimes we got to run, because if it's Mike Tyson, I better run. Okay, because I couldn't take it. I know by the momentum. And when we teach people self-defense, the same thing. One way of defend yourself is running and get away from the dangers. Okay? So, that's what it is, education. Now, one thing we have to watch out is this. When this type of education is brought up, okay, it is like, you know, when Sun Yat-sen bring the democratic type of idea into China, when China is still in the Qing dynasty, Qing emperor handled the whole China and they owned the whole China. Of course, the Qing emperor don't like it. because they lose the power. But the Sun Yat-sen's democratic way and the educated way and so forth is good for the people, okay, and for the whole country, and of course the people will take it, okay, and of course the Qing emperor is going to do anything, try to get rid of Sun Yat-sen. That is obvious, okay. And also we need to look at it. See, Taiping uprising, the Taiping heavenly kingdom, right? It is also a kind of emperor type of system. Is there any difference between the Qing emperor and the Hong Xiuquan of the Taiping uprising? No. You look at Hong Xiuquan, he just have some power, and how many wives he have, and all this crazy stuff happened. What's the difference? So it will have a resistance when some new ideas or better ideas is introduced, because the guy who like the emperor of the Qing dynasty will not like it, because they like to play God. Just because of they are from Qing descendant, they say, well, I own this country. Is that true? Okay. So that is the thing. Okay. Just because of somebody have last name like the Qing and so forth, that is not the facts or the truth of the human beings, okay, human livings. And just because of somebody go uprising like the Hong Xiuquan, it make no different than the Qing emperor, okay. So the bottom line is I'm trying to get across is we need an educations, democratic educations. So things like the protocol, that like the iPhone, and like the modern communications, that everything can grow instead of stuck there, somebody playing God to rule that thing. Okay? So this is for you today.